Hey guys, welcome back. So today we also have this story and involves the Me Too movement again, but this time it concentrates on one person only, and that's Lisa Milano. Obviously, she's the one that's been the main topic of discussion all over social media, especially on Twitter during the morning. And this is what we have. It seems as though we have Crystal Ball here, who happens to be one of the journalists from the show Rising from the Hill, and she tweeted, "Incredible. Alisa Milano says she assumes that mainstream media will cover Tara Reid, which is the person who came out with the sexual allegations against Joe Biden, if her claims were credible, and that we have to find balance in Me Too movement and Believe Woman movement. Don't remember those caveats before." And then Alisa Milano replied, "Are you a Bernie supporter, right?" And for that, Brianna and Joy that we talked about last time replied saying, "Bold of you to admit that you only care about sexual assault allegations about people you disagree with politically." So if you all don't know who Alisa Milano is the one who made the Me Too movement viral back in the day by amplifying the story of Ryan of
Rose.
Rose McGowan, I think her name is.
McGowan.
McGowan. And she was the one who broke out her silence against the sexual assault things that had against Harvey Weinstein. If you know who Harvey Weinstein is, I think most of you do, who's right now in jail because of all the sexual assaults that he committed against women. But she
I
was,
don't think he's been sentenced yet.
huh?
I don't think he's been
Yeah,
sentenced yet.
but he's in jail, right now.
Probably,
Yeah,
I'm not type
I
of
think he
though.
has coronavirus or something. But yeah, for real. And also she was the one who came forward with her story, and then Lisa Milano just amplified that on Twitter, and that went viral, and that's why the Me Too movement became the huge deal that it became during a specific time. But here we have a clip from her talking about Lisa Milano when she thinks uh, about the value that she has on the Me Too movement and on in this whole ordeal um, that right now is being talked upon, where the sexual allegations against Joe Biden, and how she's trying to not play it out of, I don't care about the movement anymore now that that's one of the pieces of my team is being accused of that. So let's see what
And this
she
was this was years ago too.
yeah. So let's see what Rose has to say about this, and what she had to say about Lisa Milano.
Alyssa Milano gets a lot of credit for helping Me Too go viral.
So,
Are you proud of her?
I don't like her
Why?
because I think she's a lie.
Why?
Do you think I don't know these people? I'm not looking at this from the outside. I have a lot of experience. I know she's married to a CIA agent. Do the math. Who's behind Time's Up? CIA. Where do they meet? CIA. Who needs good PR? CIA. Who are part of the pimp problem? CIA.
These are very powerful people you're talking about.
They are. So am I.
So there you guys have it. Rose forgive me if I can't even say her last name. McClellan. That's her statement right there about Alyssa Milano and what she thinks about her, and how she relates to this whole movement. And obviously she refers about the organization of CA, who happens to be the Creative Artists Agency. If you guys don't know what she's talking about, that and why she refers them as pimps, or the one, because they's the one that were in charge of the Me Too movement, the Time's Up movement, and obviously when she mentions it was just a good PR for them, because uh, obviously people like Harvey Weinstein was being destroyed and that so and it's like Hollywood trying to rinse themselves or trying to like okay we have to get rid of these people who are if they speak out against us we have to get rid of them before they do that to us. So this is what's going on, and that's why Lisa Milano was trending on Twitter, and obviously everyone came against her because she's trying to say, "Oh, look, oh, you're a Bernie supporter, right? That's why you're bringing this up." And it doesn't. Obviously, it's just a huge partisan hack. What she's trying to do is probably a partisan hack move. Anyways, what do you think about this kind of?
Hmm. That's expected. I mean, it's kind of something that happened to Bill Clinton. Uh, you see it all the time. You see the tribalism. They pick a target. This time it's Trump. They put everything behind it. They say, "Hey, it can't be Sanders. It can't be anyone else." And as soon as they pick their guy, they start ignoring the downside, the negatives of that candidate, so they can like, "Oh, they're gonna win." Like that's not gonna do anything. And then for the people who say like, "Oh, well, Trump did it too," it's just like, and like, there's no newsflash. Everyone calls Trump a rapist already. Like that's not the like you see what I'm saying? Everyone knows he did it. That was dumb. But even though you want to say Trump did it too, you don't want to acknowledge that Biden did it and is therefore also a rapist. You can say one guy's a rapist, but you can't say the other guy's a rapist.
Yeah,
And it's just like that's just tribalism at that point. Yeah, you could say that Trump was more prolific, and that might be true, right? That's allegedly true. But at the end of the day, if this person comes out, this person came out in '93, by the way.
yeah, Tara
Uh,
Reid.
Tara Reid came out in '93 against Joe Biden, but no one cared.
No
It was
care.
a different, it was a different time in
No one
'90s.
care. She told her relatives and people who are close to her, and
Yeah,
those are the people who now they interview back and saying, "Is this true that she came all forward with this story?" And it's like, "Yeah, we were there for her."
yeah, and now that it's like I said, it's inconvenient. Just gonna ignore. They're gonna ignore the negatives. Like I said, this is what I meant by the media will go out there and they say, "Oh, Bernie Sanders hasn't been vetted. They didn't vet the candidates. Once he gets against Trump, he's gonna get wrecked."
Yeah,
And it's just like you're not vetting Joe Biden. So
yeah,
why do you care about vetting?
yeah. Like if anything, Bernie is the most better guy. Like they betted him for like what the last.
I mean, to be honest, I don't even want to go that far. I say Bernie's better. I'm
No,
just saying it's like if you could, I'm telling you, if you could go dig up some VHS tapes from the '70s of Bernie Sanders say something good about Cuba, you could dig up some newspaper from the '90s saying Tara Reid saying that Joe Biden did terrible things to her. All right, like come on, stop lying. It's just like I'm not in that tribalist mentality. I'm just like, yo, if you're a bad guy, you're a bad guy. I don't care if I agree with you on the politics or not. I don't care. Um, but we sit here, and I think this is what Joe Rogan meant by they made everyone morons. But they keep trying to solve everyone's intelligence when it comes to Joe Biden. Like you can't see what's right in front of you.
yeah.
Like it is crazy. It's just like why don't you just tell the truth?
I mean,
I mean,
they could see it for sure, but they don't want to
yeah,
admit it.
yeah, exactly. Like everyone knows that Joe Biden has problems. You not talking about it is not gonna make people be like, oh, he must not have those problems. No, they're just gonna be like he has those problems, and the media is too corrupt to talk about it. That's what everyone's gonna think because that's what you should think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, it's crazy. It's annoying because these people keep just negating the facts, yeah, negating the truth, and the more they do it, they think they're helping their candidate, which is Joe Biden, but it's not helping him at all. If anything, it's destroying his image. I think this is why the Democrats are so in favor of having the elections tomorrow on Tuesday on
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
but I also think that it hurts the Democrats more because they try to go out there and be like the moral compass of the country. Like, oh, we're better than the Republicans. We stand up for women and minorities and blah blah blah. And then stuff like this comes out, It hurts their credibility. And it's like I said, all Trump has to do to win is just negate their argument, because their argument is that anyone is better than Trump. So all Trump has to do is say no, they're not,
Boom.
and then you just lose your entire argument.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're doing that for him
The,
because now he, like I say, he has something to point to where they say, see, look what he did to that woman. They didn't care.
yeah.
They didn't care, and it's true. It is
Yeah.
right. Like as I said, Democrats make Republicans look good because that's what happens every single time. They just go out there, do something stupid, uh, dis, uh, dishonor their principles, and then the Republicans just go, okay, cool. See, these guys are just as bad, and then they go, oh, well, we didn't know he was going to say that. That's cold, and that's what the Democrats would say, and they're just like, what did you expect was going to happen? Like I said, when Hillary Clinton went against Trump in 2016, she thought she was gonna win for whatever reason. I don't know why they thought she was gonna win. But Trump just went out there, embarrassed her, and Bill Clinton, and Jeb Bush for that matter. Even Jeb Bush in the primary, everyone thought Jeb Bush was gonna win. He went out there. He said, "Hey, guess what? These guys are corrupt. Can't be trusted. Blah 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 blah. Look at all the bad things they did. They had nothing to say. They couldn't defend it because everyone knew it was true, even if they didn't want to talk about it, and they lost. And that's the same
Yeah.
thing's
Pretty
gonna
much.
happen now."
Yeah. But it's the same thing is gonna happen with Joe Biden, and obviously, I just think that most people just want him to get reelected when
I,
they.
th- I think, yeah, I think that people see that's the one wild card, right? Trump actually became president. Most people don't like Trump as president. They don't think he's doing a good job. Does that mean they're not going to vote for him? Maybe. Does that mean he's not going to be back in office? Perhaps. But I don't know for sure. To me, that's a wild card. People might just go, you know what? Screw it. Put Trump back in. Just like they did with Bush. Or they could just be like, okay, no, let's get this guy in office. He's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's a wild card in my opinion.
Yeah. We don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but we could definitely see that Joe Biden is gonna get wrecked regardless. Whether people are gonna take that as a reason why they should not vote for Biden, or why they should not vote for Trump, and then
And I think it's very bad PR too, because it's just like the worst thing you could do is let it get out of control, which is what happened with Hillary Clinton and her emails. They didn't do anything. They let it get out of control, and then they controlled the narrative. The narrative was just like, oh, Hillary Clinton can't be trusted. Well, I mean, that's true, but when it came to the emails, they're like, Hillary Clinton can't be trusted. She deleted all these emails. She did X, Y, Z. She tried to dodge the FBI. Yada yada yada. She did all these corrupt things, and the narrative got out of control. And by the time she tried to get it rein it in, it was too late. Everyone was just like, "Oh, like look at those emails." Even Trump was saying, "He was like, look at those emails."
yeah,
Like it got too late. It was way too late
yeah,
because she just wasn't honest about it, and she probably couldn't have been honest about it. To be honest, like she probably was like, "I don't want to talk about what's in it." But the problem is, the only way to counter misinformation is by being completely open, even if it embarrasses you, because that's the only way people are gonna say, "Okay, now we have the full story." But by trying to hide facts away and skirt the details, all you're gonna do is say, "Oh, you're just gonna add fuel to the fire."
yeah. Exactly. That's why 2016 campaign for Hillary Clinton was such a failure. Obviously, she won the popular vote, but here we are. Donald Trump is president, and it seems that Joe Biden is going the same path. His campaign is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, they're trying to maintain him away from mainstream media because of his cognitive decline issues, and now with this huge sexual allegation story against him, it's just
which is not
gonna.
which is not being addressed at all in
Yeah, which
mainstream
is
media.
not being addressed. I mean, we saw that Fox News already picked it up, and
Yeah,
it seems like CNN is doing the same thing, and obviously other mainstream
yeah, but
media.
that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
Because now that it's out there, if they don't do anything about it, Joe Biden doesn't address it at all. Trump just go out there, sees like, see, they cover when it was me. They covered it wall to wall. They covered it, which is right, which is true. They did. And then when it's Joe Biden, when it's their favorite, they don't cover it at all, which is
Yeah.
true.
So it's just gonna
And
highlight the hypocrisy.
they're gonna make Trump right. You see what I'm saying? Like they're going to make Trump right. It's not that what he said was anything crazy. It's just because of their actions, he's going to be right. You see how it works?
Yeah.
That's why I said Democrats make Republicans
Yeah.
look good. They make them right.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the other day on one of the press conferences that Donald Trump have every morning about the pandemic that we're going through right now. He, I think one of the reporters came out and just gave him a quote that guess Joe Biden Twitter account has wrote against him, and then
Yeah.
Donald Trump just like, yeah, whatever, he didn't write that. One of his like political goons wrote that shit. You cannot come and tell me in front of me that he wrote that against me because he doesn't even write. He doesn't even know what he's doing, and he did it in a way. He destroyed Biden right away because first of all, his team that write his tweets, he doesn't write it himself, and it's Donald Trump. He write his own tweets most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, he said he did really dismiss him like he was like Giovanni was nothing. I was like, Giovanni didn't write that. He doesn't even know where he's going. Like most of the time, he doesn't even know where he's at. He's out there. He can't even write one sentence. So don't come and tell me that he could write a fucking paragraph.
It's like I said, Donald Trump is a bully. And if you think you're gonna walk up to a bully and just be like, "Hey, stop that," that's not
Oh
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, like you gotta fail.
yeah, like Hillary
Like,
Clinton tried to do.
yeah, like it's just like, bro, like, what are
You
you doing?
stop it.
You gotta beat his ass. I just gotta do. You gotta
Yeah,
beat his
man,
ass.
Joe Biden is gonna get his ass kicked, and this is something that we trying to warn everyone because there's a little pushback right now in terms of why are you
I
trying to
can't
bring
say
down Joe Biden.
I can't say Joe Biden is gonna die. I can't say that because, like I said, there are wild cards that are pretty big.
But that's the
But
way
what I
people gonna
can
vote.
say is that it's not going to be as much of a blowout against Trump as a lot of people might think it might be. It's going to be very close. Or if there is a blowout, it's going to be in favor of Trump. But it's not going to be a blowout in
Yeah,
favor of
but I
Biden. I
mean
can
that
guarantee.
Giovanni's gonna get destroyed. I'm talking about during the debates if
Oh,
there's
the
any.
debate, yeah, the
Yeah,
debate, he's going
yeah,
to get
yeah,
annihilated.
yeah, yeah. So I
Like,
mean, whether people gonna vote for that shit is we don't know that, but we do know that Donald Trump is gonna destroy him, not just in the debate, but everywhere. I mean, there's a bunch of ads you could throw against Joe Biden. Now we saw the ads, right? We
yeah,
reacted to some of the ads.
yeah, they're brutal, brutal ads. Like these ads will destroy his base. Like
Yeah,
those are so cruel,
yeah. Whatever,
cruel
whatever argument he
ads.
brings to the table about all in his favor.
Yeah, and now you not only do you have the rumor of cognitive decline in the infinite amount of gaffes, but they have a sexual assault allegation. Uh, I mean, I hope Biden better be ready to play dirty because if he is not, he's gonna get wrecked.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we know that Democrats are bad at that too. Right? They know
That's
how to
the
play
thing.
dirty against someone who like Bernie Sanders, but when it comes to
But that's
Donald
the
Trump
thing.
and the GOP,
Because I think that's the difference because Bernie Sanders has integrity. So when they do quote unquote dirty attacks against Bernie Sanders, he stops and addresses it. Donald Trump just goes, "That's nice. The fuck out of here."
yeah,
Like that's nice.
yeah,
Like he's not gonna care. Like
yeah,
he's just gonna blow
yeah.
past
The
it.
thing they,
He's talking about a completely different breed of person.
yeah, the thing they got you things against Donald Trump. Donald Trump is like, so
Yeah, like oh, Donald Trump goes out there and curse. Yeah,
yeah,
okay. Oh, like what do you want? Do you want your kids to have that as president? Okay,
yeah.
that's nice. like
Like,
like they don't talk about anything anyone cares about, and a lot of Trump has. Even during Donald Trump's presidency, they didn't even talk about many things that people care about.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's crazy.
So there you guys have it. I mean, this is where we at with Lisa Milano and all the Joe Biden goons and establishment goons who are coming out and trying to make something relevant out of this. Most of the times they don't make any fucking sense. So make sure to let us know what's your opinion down below, and make sure also to subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to the content for the future days and months that we're gonna be covering all this
Yeah,
political
put
BS.
it in the comment section. How do you think Joe Biden's gonna do in November? I want to know.
I'm sure most of you guys know, but yeah, you heard him.